Okay, so this is a follow-up stream from last year where my mom kindly walked everybody through her Animal Crossing island. The video that we made of that did kind of well, so I figured I would bring her back onto my stream, and I don't want to use the same terminology. I don't want to exploit her, but I do want to use her in a way that will perhaps generate some monetary income for myself. The last time we reported in, she had a little bit over 1,800 hours in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and now a year later, she has 2,260 hours. So I've went ahead and prepared some comments for her to respond to, some stuff from the YouTube video that she has read like almost every single comment and has been like keeping up with the video and is kind of proud that a lot of people have shown interest in her island. But I haven't gone over all of these with her, so we're gonna get some live reaction as well. Parents, use your birth for tax benefits. You use your birth to exploit them on Twitch. Easy. I think that's a pretty fair trade, honestly. All right, I'm gonna hand the reins over to Mama Doyle.
I would like to say hello to everyone who is joining the stream and who may see or just view an upcoming video if one is made of this stream. But I have to say that I am so surprised at the amount of views that video has received. I literally cannot believe it. It's like, what, 500 and something thousand?
Yeah, it's 500 something.
Of just me playing my game. So thanks to all the viewers and all the nice and some not so nice comments, but we'll get into that. Also, for the people who were interested in the island itself that want an update, I did make some changes to my island. It has a nice Christmas theme right now. So Merry Christmas to everyone. We had a very nice Christmas, I would say. I hope everyone here did as well. Can we just restart this for a second?
What do you mean?
Because my time is off.
Oh, yeah.
So I know how to do that myself.
You know, a lot of people say this is cheating.
I'm putting it on the actual time, so it's not cheating.
But you were cheating.
I had to do it for a couple of my own personal reasons with the holiday and stuff. So let me just sync to the real time. All right, that's much better.
Okay. Do you want to wait until we go into your game to do the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
All right.
I will leave you with chat.
All right. Did you tell chat to be nice to me this time?
No, I didn't. I
right.
think that now, since you're a seasoned veteran of internet content, I think you can handle whatever they're gonna throw at you.
I'll try my best. Oh, we have a visitor. That's always a nice surprise when Isabel makes the announcement that we have a visitor. That is one of my favorite things to check in. Who is in that tent? And will it be somebody popular? I wanted to show everybody. You might remember that I had my issues with the Happy Home Academy. I was able to increase my ranking from a rating of 235 rank S. That's up from about 225 that I was stuck at for the longest time because I refused to change anything in my house because I liked it that way. But we'll start by, I'll show you what I did change in my house, which was able to bump up my ranking a little bit. This is the same, but I changed up my bathroom to this kind of moon celestial theme. I think it's pretty cohesive with the starry walls and kind of minimalist decoration. It's certainly a place that I would like to take a nice long hot bath. So I was happy with this. I have the moon rug. So this was one of the rooms that I changed. And then the other room that I worked super hard at decorating is my basement, and I decorated this one for the season. And this is my Christmas room.
It's very cozy.
I have placed basically all my Christmas decorations that would fit within a house in this room, and I tried to make it into a room that I would love to spend Christmas morning or even Christmas Eve with my family sitting around this fire, having some popcorn, eating some pastries. I certainly would like to live here. So I really tried to give it that cozy Christmas theme. And I love this Santa gnome that's playing with the winter train set. I'm not sure, but I think that this room is ultimately what gave me my higher ranking for Happy Home Academy. I can't help it. I'm gonna do my usual routine of running around and doing my daily chores. I added these decorations in the sand, so that is new. I am gonna be looking for the message in a bottle. I know that the last time I streamed, my theory was that I had received all the recipes that one could possibly receive in the game. That was my error. I was wrong about that, because since then I have found the recipe for the cherry hat and a couple of different wreaths. Believe it or not, now how long have I been playing this game? Since 2020. I get a total of 3 messages in a bottle per day, okay, 365 days per year. And so I'm in the thousands upon thousands of bottles, and I am still desperately searching for the recipe for the wooden box. I can't find it. This is my Christmas area. I have these giant ornaments, and then I made all these customized light up reindeer for Santa's sleigh. I counted them up in my head. 8 reindeer plus Rudolph up here with the red nose. So I thought this was a nice way to use this Christmas sled that you get. And I love the items that light up the island at night. This is my other little Christmas area. I customized these smaller festive trees into all their colors. I think this just looks really pretty. So I think Queen Beach is looking pretty festive. For everyone who was asking about the green mums, as you can see, here they are. I did finally get to grow the green mums. I was super happy, and as expected, I was also slightly sad because I spent months and months trying to grow them, and I would go on the game every day hoping and wishing for them to grow. So it was pretty both happy and sad when I grew them. I hope it's not coal. That's my least favorite balloon gift. Oh, actually, there's something worse than coal, and it's clay. Over in this center area, I did not even know when I was playing last year at this time that Katrina over on Harv's Island gives away these. I thought they were little statues, so at the time I had them over in my farm area at the time where the silo is, but only just a few months ago did I realize that Katrina gives out a total of 12 of these, would you call them like horoscope? Zodiac figurines. There are a total of 12 of them. So once I realized that that was something else for me to work towards, I have since been able to acquire all 12 of these Zodiac figurines. I put them on these light up cubes. I think they look really nice in front of that rotating moon. Here's my bamboo area, and I have really left this one untouched other than adding a couple more pandas. And what I really love about this part is that I added this baby panda backpack. And the way I placed it, kind of like behind the bigger one, makes it look like it's just a baby panda with his mom. So I just love the look of this panda forest.
I forgot to hit go live on YouTube. So that's why I was just fixing.
We haven't been live on YouTube?
No. We are now, though.
You call yourself a streamer? God. He calls himself a streamer. He forgets to hit the go live button. Isabel has decorated these trees that, ooh, those are more like the garden spiders, but they're still kind of alarming when they come down from the trees. I was just also thinking recently that I know that for those who have watched the previous video and heard me talking about how I was really able to get over my fear of running into the tarantulas when I'm playing at night, I'm so over it that I was thinking for the creators, if it's true that there's a possibility that a new Animal Crossing game might possibly, hopefully be coming out in the future. I have a couple of, or more than a couple of suggestions for the content creators or the creators of the game. One of them is, I don't know if any of you have heard about the recent invasion of giant Joro spiders that have come to the eastern United States from somewhere in Asia. But they're these big yellow and black spiders, kind of like the ones that come out of the trees here on Animal Crossing. To the horror of all arachnophobes, they are actually going to be drifting in and down from the sky. Big giant spiders coming down from the sky. It's happening as far north as New York, from what I understand. But don't you think it would be interesting if Animal Crossing was able to incorporate giant Joro spiders coming down from the sky, and then maybe you could catch them with a net?
Or you could slingshot them.
I mean, I feel like slingshotting wouldn't be a bad idea, but it's kind of violent for Animal Crossing. I don't think they'd go for that. But anyway, if there are any content, would you call them content creators or game writers out there that are currently working on a new game, you might want to consider adding in the Joros. Just a suggestion. I would also suggest that, would it be that big a deal or change for them to allow people to just expand their homes in a limitless fashion, just room after room, as many rooms as you might possibly want to add on? I feel like that would help people like me who are continuing to play the game and sometimes running out of things to do. Just an idea. Did you figure out how to stream on YouTube?
Yeah, I just had to hit go live.
Again?
No.
Oh.
I was making sure that it was still running.
What inspired the name Oliver? I can answer that question. I knew that the middle name was going to be Henry because that is a very special name to me and my family. And we were looking for a classic kind of slightly old-fashioned name that would go perfectly with the middle name Henry. We were talking about a few names here or there, and the name Oliver came to me, and I said, oh, what about Oliver? And my sister said, Oliver, yes, that's the name. Oliver goes with Henry. So Oliver Henry became the name, and that's basically the story of how we chose Oliver.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a collaboration, and my sister was the deciding vote when she immediately agreed that Oliver would go good with Henry. Author and co-author of Oliver. True. While I'm traveling to the faraway island...
Do you want to do the comments?
We could do a couple of comments if you'd like.
Okay.
I know I can remember that somewhere late spring or early summer, Oliver was saying, hey Mom, you're never going to believe it, but that video is starting to get a lot of likes. I think the first time I remember him saying it, he said, oh, the YouTube video has 6,000 views. And I said, what? Oh my God, I can't believe it. And then it was 10, and then it was 15, and then the comments started coming in. Mm-hmm. And every now and again, he would share a comment with me, either text it to me, or if I saw him, he would say, oh, listen to this comment. So there have been some interesting ones. I'll definitely say that.
I've put aside 9 comments that I think kind of span the breadth of responses to the video, I would say. I guess I'll start from number 2, actually.
How many total comments do you think there were?
I actually don't know. I think it's over 1,000, I want to say. That's what my gut tells me, but I don't know how many it is.
I think it's in the 800s.
It's something like that. So the first comment do you have the DLC?
I have the DLC. I'm on the DLC island right now. I'm going to be honest, at the time, and this was probably last Christmas, I think Oliver bought me the DLC for a gift. And I was not convinced that it was something that I was going to be interested in, but as it turned out, I absolutely love it. I have completed basically everything there is to complete over on this DLC. I have the clothing shop, the restaurant, the hospital, the cafe. So you have to go through all of these, building up these structures. I think this is the school. But again, you design all of these buildings. This is the school. This was back when, so going back to last year, I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was all just kind of practice and doing the best you can. But since then, I have designed and decorated, I believe, about 113 island homes.
That's a lot.
I find that if you're really going to dedicate your time to decorating a home, it takes a minimum of 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours just to do the home. So I'm going to choose out maybe just a couple. You can go back and visit the ones that you have decorated. These are all the houses that I have decorated since last winter. The Dolls and Art Manor was the very first one that I decorated. So I'm going to go here. You'll be able to see that although I was doing the best I could, I didn't really have the hang of it, I don't think. When you talk to somebody visiting the island and they ask you to build them a house, they tell you what they want. She asked for a house with dolls in it. So I think I did an okay job with it for my first try. So I would give this one like maybe a C+ looking back. But again, it just took some practice. And then as I went along, like I'm drawn to the houses that you kind of decorate in like a country cottage type theme. But then I had to just try to expand the things that I was doing to do something a little bit different. So I've done quite a few that are pretty strange. This is probably the strangest one I've done that was really kind of outside my comfort zone, let's say. This is Gruff's house. He wanted something creepy, I think, to make a horror movie. So as you can see, I decorated with a tombstone and kind of like this creepy throne. I made it dark and cold. And wait till you see the inside. So I put up this, let me put the lights on. I put up these bars, and I put the axe and some skeletons, and I don't know, I think it looks super creepy. And then you can choose to do 1 floor or 2. On this one I put 2, and upstairs here is where it's really creepy. So this is very unlike anything that I typically decorate, but I was happy with the way it came out. Looks pretty creepy and gross. All right, do you want to go through any other comments?
I have a bunch more.
All right.
A lot of people were asking, are you single? There was a surprising faction of the population. I guess it's not surprising given that it's the internet, but...
All right. I'm not single, but I appreciate the inquiries.
What are your thoughts on perhaps one day starting your own YouTube channel or stream where you can periodically come on and, of your own volition, play some Animal Crossing for people that would maybe want to watch, and then you can also keep all of your earnings for yourself?
I'm surprised at that question because, and as you can recall, since the beginning, like last year when I did this stream, I typically say like, Oliver, nobody is going to want to watch me play my game. It's just me playing my game, and I can't imagine that anybody's even going to want to see that. So I guess my answer is, if there was actually an interest in that, then I would consider doing it. Maybe this past one was just like a little novelty, and I'm very grateful for that. but I'd have to know that people were serious about that, and if they really wanted to watch me stream playing my game, I would consider it.
Hey, it's not a no. This was also a part of the last comment too. Her voice is so ASMR. I love her. Any comments?
I had to ask about ASMR. I was a little bit surprised at the overwhelming amount of people who said that or something similar, only because I think I'm not alone in saying that most people, including me, can not tolerate the sound of my own voice. So I was so surprised that there were so many people that did enjoy the sound of my voice. So that makes me happy that they did. I know that there are also people in my life that I work with that sometimes when I'm talking to them, their eyes literally flutter and they begin to fall asleep to the sound of my voice. So I know that there are some people that just react that way to the sound of my voice, and I thank you for that. But again, I'm surprised. But
we watched Doyle grind a Mario Kart track over and over for 5 months, and it was very entertaining. So, I mean, people, I think you might be overestimating just what people are willing to watch.
Overestimating or underestimating?
Underestimating is the word, because you don't really quite know what I was doing when I was streaming that track.
I think you were just playing it over and over and over and over, and you were missing it by like 0.01 seconds, and you couldn't get past that, and finally you did. That's about as much as I know about it.
But there were people that were watching that 5 months straight. So I mean, if people watch that, they'll watch.
Yeah.
They'd much rather probably watch you do your little chores on your island.
Well, apparently you did an Uber 1337 Pro Top 5 goat.
I did. A Elite Pro Top 5 goat strat.
I do not know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
It was almost very unimpressive, but thankfully I'm a professional, so. And
I am not. I'm just a daily Animal Crossing gamer that, I'm on year number 3 of just really having a great time on my island. All right, any other comments you'd like me to address?
I did have a couple. Mm-hmm. I thought this comment was really, really funny from Barbo247. Are none of you people real humans? Can't you tell she is reading from a script? And doing it so poorly, might I add, that he has to edit it all together in pieces where she has lost the script. And I think there was one other comment that had suspicion that this was like a big scripted video that was played off as being a live stream. Mm-hmm. But all
right. I'm dying to address that.
All right, I'll let you address.
I can definitively say that, first of all, I'll apologize that it came off that way, and only if you were someone who knows me in real life and spends any amount of time with me whatsoever, you would know that, first of all, I have probably never done anything scripted in my entire life, even when I probably should have. I just kind of say things in the moment. And I realize that I'm kind of deliberate with the way I talk. It's just the way I am. I think about what I'm going to say before I say it, but I promise you that nothing I did in that stream or anything else I have ever done has been scripted. So, of all the comments, that one in particular probably was the most insulting because it was completely untrue. So I'd like to put that to rest.
Very well said. It was almost as if you
scripted it.
Read that from a script.
Okay, right. Next.
This is commenting on your design choices. Mm-hmm. I love that it's not perfect like a lot of YouTube islands. Mm-hmm. It's how she likes it, and it still looks amazing.
Well, thank you for that. All of my placement choices and designs and things like that, what you see has come directly from my own mind. And you know, I probably only in the past couple of months have I watched any videos looking at anybody else's island. I didn't even know that you could do that. So all of these things, right from the shrubberies and the flowers and everything, are just designs that seemed right to me. So that's a really nice compliment, and I appreciate it.
All right, and I think I have one more. Somebody said, that's it. I'm calling Nintendo. Mom needs more in-game content. So again, you had already kind of touched upon hoping that there was a new Animal Crossing coming out in the next year, or maybe for the next console that hasn't been announced yet. So that kind of renders this a bit irrelevant. But
well, I don't think it's irrelevant because I know that you had read me a couple of comments with people saying if they could contact Nintendo, they would, and that they were hoping for some more content for me. I appreciate every single person who wishes that for me. I am really hoping for a new Animal Crossing game at some point this year. I recently had seen some ads for some kind of virtual reality goggles, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if they made a Animal Crossing game that you could do in virtual reality so that you actually feel like you're running around the island. That's just a dream. That probably won't happen, but just getting another game with all different content is just a dream. I can't even tell you how happy I would be starting again.
Real question, is she on the spectrum or ever considered it? Now, you know that I do something called speedrunning, and I believe that there is a pretty heavy correlation between speedrunning and being on the autism spectrum.
There is.
I think so. I think it has something to do with like doing the same thing over and over again and like not getting bored of it, and it's like a comforting repetition or something. But have you ever considered?
I mean, isn't the definition of a spectrum kind of like, aren't we basically all on it somewhere? Possibly. That's why it's considered a spectrum. I mean, I think that, I don't know if that comment was meant to be an insult or if that person was kidding or what, but I'm not taking it as an insult because we're all somewhere on the spectrum to one extent or another. And I think that anybody who finds a hobby or a pastime or a game that they like to play or a speed run that they like to run, if it makes you happy, then you should just keep on doing it, no matter how repetitive it is.
So are you saying that you've considered it?
I guess I have.
I think that was all 9 of them. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss one. I think I got them all.
There weren't any other questions that people had that I could have answered for them, or?
Not really. All the main questions were, did she get the green mums? Mm-hmm. Please, for the love of God, tell me she got the green mums.
Got 'em.
Has she played the DLC? There were a lot of questions asking if you'd be ever interested in playing any other farming simulator or like Animal Crossing adjacent games. A lot for Stardew Valley, and also a lot for, there's like a Disney game that I don't really know about. I think like a Hello Kitty game that I also, again, don't really know about. I know that I showed you what Stardew Valley was a little bit ago, but I never like bought it for you or had you try it out, because that's the big one. Stardew Valley is like the parallel. Like if you like Animal Crossing, allegedly you'll like Stardew Valley.
I'm not opposed to trying a new game. I am afraid that I would just compare everything else to this one, and is that fair? But I would be willing to try it if I needed it. Right now, I'm still doing okay with this game, so I guess I'm open to it. Stardew Valley, you say?
Mm-hmm. It's the one that had like the pixel.
Oh, I don't like the pixels. I don't like the pixels.
It's just a different art style.
I just don't prefer it. Should we say goodnight?
I think so. If you wanted to have any last words to chat or to anybody watching,
well, to anyone
before I sign off.
To anyone watching, thank you so much for the amazing comments and the amazing views that have come through on YouTube. I'm so happy about all the interest and the enjoyment that people have received watching me play my game. It's been really great. It's been an amazing, surprising experience for me, and thank you all so much.
And don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Yes.
Just hit that like button and subscribe to get our content out there. We appreciate all of our mods and our
Wait, you're going off the script.
Our mods and none of that was a script, by the way. I didn't even know you wanted me to say that.
No. I was hoping that you would like...
Do we have a Patreon?
No.
All right.
Do you want to start one?
I think we should start a Patreon. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next stream. Bye, everybody.